The Lyrans are just saying, your story is not our story. You have grown, you have learned, you have expanded. You will not see the same fate. So while you may feel destruction and division around you, seek the unity. Seek the people amongst you that are holding space for one another. Be a part of that, because as you connect with those frequencies, with those people, that is what will increase the vibrational frequency of love and transition. Hello, my name is Cassandra Deanne, and I am a certified galactic astrologer and Akashic Records reader. In the changing times that we are presently living in, I am being prompted to start sharing channeled guidance from Galactic connections weekly, and this will be my first video. So each week I'm going to connect to my spirit guides and galactic connections and see what comes through. So this energy reading will be for the week of February 18th through February 24th. So if you found this video, thank you for watching. Definitely take a listen, and if it found you, there's possibility that it's for a reason. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't. So I'm going to take a moment to just tune in right now to see whatever energy or frequency wants to come through. So I invite higher vibrational frequencies, galactic connections, guidance for this coming week, whatever wants to come through. So I'm feeling that this week, the Arcturians are the energy frequency that I'm picking up. What I'm hearing is, we know that there's a lot changing. We know there's a lot of unsettling energy, but I'm hearing that it's time for change. It's time for shifts. It's time for collectively for us to start facing the things that we're avoiding. So I feel like in the week ahead, I feel like there will be opportunities in which you may find yourself confronted with things that feel unsettling, the energy that is outdated. These don't feel like small things. They feel like the things that you'll be confronted with are deep-seated. I'm hearing the word avoidant. Things that you may have found yourself avoiding that are significant in moving forward and being able to achieve the breakthrough that you're needing to achieve and moving forward in your life. I feel like many of you that are listening to this now will be confronted with moments in which there will be pivotal energy of it's like I keep hearing it's time to decide. You've sat for long enough in this space of deciding and whether or not you're trusting, but it's time to come into your fullest expression. It's time to start unlocking the things that have kind of been bubbling under the surface for you, and that there may be this week you may find yourself with a opportunity in which you're kind of like face to face with your demons in a sense. And it's time to make that decision. And I feel like collectively, I'm hearing there will be many that will be invited to start standing in your power. I'm feeling this strong rising energy of rising up. And I feel like this isn't for everyone, but there are many of you this week that in these circumstances, these moments you're presented with, there will be this energy in which you are being invited to step into your personal power. I feel like this is like, I'm just hearing truth speaker, like you will be called to no longer be silent. to step into your power of speaking up. I feel like there's a lot that's taking place right now globally. And for some of you, there is this intensity I'm feeling of like, it is time. It is time to stand in your power, and that the demonstration of this will not necessarily need to be on this massive scale, but there's just this acceptance within yourself and, an opportunity this week in which you're going to be given the chance to gain courage to really finally step up and speak up. And I feel like on a global scale that many are being invited to do this. And I'm hearing if we want change, we have to start understanding what that looks like. You have to start feeling that. We have to come outside of this vision of fear, this obsession with collapse. Yes, in order to move forward, you have to understand the death and rebirth process, but be mindful in the expression of energy that you give it. I'm feeling a lot of Lyran energy actually now coming forward. So just give me a moment as I connect in, feeling a lot of emotion, sympathy mixed with this just sense of valor. For those of you that aren't familiar with the Lyrans were a early physical incarnation of consciousness. They were a galactic race that was the first experiences of polarity in which was being expressed and played out. And unfortunately, part of the Lyran history is that their home was destroyed. And with this, there are a lot of clients that I read for. The energy is very heavy. I'm sorry. A lot of clients that I read for that feel, even though they're not familiar with the Lyrans, they feel this deep sense of emotion arise when they understand or start connecting to Lyra. So just give me a moment as I tune in to what's wanting to come forward from these beings. We sense your fear. We sense the uncertainty, the chaos, the destruction, the division. We know oh too well where you are collectively in this moment in time, the difficulty in deciding where to feed your energy, when to rise, when to stand, when to speak. We understand this pivotal moment in which you may find yourself as both individuals and collectively. We invite you to take comfort in knowing that our story is not your story. We invite those who have connections to us and feel our call to tune into our frequency of confidence and courage, not in division and fighting, but in assurance and pride and strength and understanding your role as this time of transition unfolds on your planet. Love is key. Understanding your energy is key. Knowing when to speak out is key. Find your voice. Find your voice in its expression of love and compassion. Understand that while some may deeply feel the crumbling, while some may deeply feel the systems begin to dissolve, understand that you are safe. Those that are tuning into the frequency of love, you are safe. Be mindful of what narrative you sign into. Be mindful of what energy, story, frequency you tune into. I'm going to ask these Lyran beings what their guidance would be specifically for this week ahead. Be optimistic. Find the positive, find the love, find your voice. I'm really feeling this sense of both from Arcturians and the Lyrans that for this week ahead, collectively, I feel like if this is finding you right now, you're being invited to find your voice. And in finding your voice, to tune into this like I'm feeling this like royal frequency, this courageous frequency of the Lyran beings that's spoken with this sense of rooted, grounded strength that is presented though from love. If you are speaking and it feels like it's coming from anger, if you're speaking and it's coming from hate, if you're speaking and it's coming from fear, realign, connect with these beings, meditate, take a moment, take a pause, close your eyes, take a breath, and root into your sense of self. I am safe. I am safe. I keep hearing over and over, I am safe. So for the week ahead, I really feel like for those that are tuning in, the voice is key. The throat chakra is key. Understanding, yeah. It's like my throat chakra is acting up in this moment. Tuning into clearing the throat chakra, the alignment between the throat chakra and the heart chakra to flow from a place of unconditional, universal, cosmic love and knowing you are safe and paying attention to what you are telling yourself. We are co-creators of our reality. Yes, collectively, we can't bury our head in the sand, but we can be mindful of where we put our compassion, where we choose to, give me the words. What are the words? To tap into a place of knowing in the throat chakra. But to get there, you have to do your own work. To get to that point where you can say, I am safe, to get to that point to feel like you can be amongst the chaos and amongst the division and amongst the things that feel like they are collapsing around you. You have to feel like you understand your personal sense of power, that you are the co-creator of your reality, that you can feel with compassion and love for the very real feelings collectively so many people are experiencing, and hold space for that, not denying, but also in speaking from a place of love and compassion and universal love. So I feel like this week, be mindful of the situations that come up. Be mindful of how you speak. Be mindful of the stories you're telling yourself. And I'm hearing again, the Lyrans are just saying, your story is not our story. You have grown, you have learned, you have expanded. You will not see the same fate. So while you may feel destruction and division around you, seek the unity. Seek the people amongst you that are holding space for one another. Be a part of that, because as you connect with those frequencies, with those people, that is what will increase the vibrational frequency of love and transition. That is what will bring forth change. I just keep hearing love. I invite you. I'm feeling inclined to invite you right now, wherever you are, the sensation of love I'm feeling, I just invite you to close your eyes, and I'm being prompted to share a gift of light language that's coming through to activate grounded safety and love for the week ahead. Just invite you to close your eyes, take a few breaths. For those that are listening, I ask that this energy frequency that is being extended of love from the Lyran beings, that it would reach each and every one. Arasota garashitiananda satayada, irekere sonya shina fa. Rato shonya shinikaya, larasitaya shotoyaka, anama soto shota. You are safe, you are loved, you are protected. Receive this gift, receive this gift. Thank you, thank you. And in closing, I'm just going to take a moment to see if there's any last advice or guidance that wants to come through. No, I'm hearing that is all. Okay, so thank you for listening. I'm just going to say thank you to the Arcturians. Thank you to the Lyran energy that's been shared. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you for listening. I'm hoping, that was such an intense expression of love I was feeling. I'm hoping that you feel it too, and that in the week ahead, you feel held in this frequency. And when you feel fearful or feel like a heaviness of anything, I invite you to just tune back and connect with this powerful, loving expression of sympathy and compassion coming from the Lyran beings. And I feel like the Arcturians just had this reassuring essence as well, and encouraging you to find your voice this week, find your courage to stand in whatever situation that arises, and whatever truth you speak and whatever expression you share, that it would come from a place of grounded, rooted safety, security, and love and compassion. If this has resonated, I would love for you to leave me a comment if you felt touched by this expression or if anything came to you. And feel free to subscribe and stay tuned for next week. And until then, have a beautiful week. Bye.